What's up, everybody? My name's Chance, and today we're going to be playing a Dalakos Anax Krenko equipment deck. There's our 11-11. We'll go ahead and swing in, because even if they block the 1-1, that's 12 damage to the face. And if they don't block the 1-1, or the 2-1, whatever it is, then, yeah, they're down to 1 health. That, obviously, that didn't all fit. So we just put Dalakos equipment deck for the title. But yeah, we are playing Anax, Krenko, Dalakos. Spark Devil is more of my personal flavor, I guess. Flavor is a good word. Spark Devil is my own personal flavor. I don't necessarily think this card is super fantastic in this deck, but I do really enjoy it myself. I love having 2 Krenkos, 2 Anaxes, 8 Seven Dwarves. You know, of course, if you get to that point, you should have already won the game by then, but yeah. So it's very fun, you know. It's a very fun card. Anyways, before we go and hop into this deck tech or deck breakdown, I would like to remind everybody, if you enjoyed the video, please be sure to leave a like down below, as it does help each and every single video. Leave a comment if you have any suggestions on this video, future videos, or past videos. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. It's free. It's a great way to support the channel. You get an update every time I drop a video. Sounds like a win-win, really. Anyways, I missed yesterday. Yesterday was our big moving day, and I was so damn determined to get a video up. But I recorded for an hour yesterday and got my ass beat for an hour. So, yeah, here we are again today. We're gonna try again. So yeah, on into what we were actually playing. Enough of that like beginning intro bullshit. Let's get into the cards, right? The actual game. We have 4 copies of Fervent Champion. Of course, going to allow all of our equipments, basically all of our equipments, to be equipped for free. Colossus Hammer, right? It's going to reduce it to 5. And if you have a Dalakos down, it's going to reduce it down to like 3 mana cost, which is insane to give one of your creatures 10/10. And furthermore, it's a Fervent Champion, so it has first strike. So you know, it's going to be an 11-11 with first strike, and if you do have the Dalakos down to make it only cost 3, then it's also going to have flying. So you're going to have a flying 11-11 first striker, which is just crazy. Okay, let me retract that. Colossus Hammer makes your creatures lose flying, so they won't have flying with this, so it wouldn't be a flying 11-11 first strike. I'm sorry. I always forget about that second little clause just because I see the equip gets 10/10. Anyways, moving us down, we have 2 copies of Colossus Hammer, which is going to cost 8 to equip, but for the Fervent Champion, as I already mentioned, it will cost less, goodness gracious, and if you have Dalakos down, it'll only cost 6. Now, it won't activate the Dalakos effect of giving your creatures flying, but if you're giving a creature +10/+10, does it really need flying? Probably not. It could probably go straight to the face. So 2 copies of Colossus Hammer, 3 copies of Shadowspear. We do have 4 copies, but I feel like 4 copies of any legendary card is a bit redundant. Yeah, reduce that. But this card is very nice. Gives equipped creature +1/+1, has trample, has lifelink, and for 1 mana, you can make it to where permanents your opponents control lose hexproof and indestructible. So we can use our Lava Coil on things that we normally wouldn't be able to. Now, moving us down, speaking of which, we have 3 copies of Lava Coil to help us get in some removal. 7 copies of Seven Dwarves for, well, obvious reasons, right? You don't play 4 copies of Seven Dwarves, and you certainly don't only play 1 copy of Seven Dwarves. So, yeah, these are going to be great for the Anax. They're going to be great just sort of ground fodder for us, right? Great attacking, great creatures to equip with the Shadowspear, Colossus Hammer, that kind of stuff, Embercleave even. They're okay targets for Spark Devil, right? They can get there. 2 copies of Mirror Shield to give our creatures a little bit more evasion, but more so spell evasion, right? So this is going to come down, and equipped creature is going to get +0/+2 and have hexproof, which is the main key thing here. However, this extra little part is kind of nice as well. Whenever a creature with Death Touch blocks or becomes blocked by this creature, destroy that creature, right? You don't have to worry about Death Touch anymore. Fantastic. At least you don't have to worry about Death Touch ruining your Krenko, right? You have this big 4/4, 5/5 Krenko, and then they have this little 1/1 Death Toucher, and you're like, really? Come on. So, at least you now have a solution to that. We do have 3 copies of Anax and 3 copies of Krenko, as I had mentioned before, because obviously both of these creatures are very good when you get equipment on them, much less when you get equipment on them, and they can have haste and have flying, right? So, very fun little combo there. Dalakos, one of the new cards from Theros, one of the actual main cards of this deck. Gonna be able to tap him and add 2 mana and spend this mana to either cast artifact spells or activate the abilities of artifacts. So we'll either be able to get down Mirror Shield or equip it, equip Shadowspear, get it down, again, reduce the cost of that Colossus Hammer, and also an added little benefit, it does reduce the cost of Embercleave, you know? So you don't swing in with Dalakos because you can tap him and add 2 mana towards Embercleave instead of swinging in and only adding 1. Just keep that in mind. Spark Double, as I've already mentioned, this is my flavoring, okay? I don't think this is necessarily where you want to be with the deck, but I really enjoy Spark Double, so. And then last but not least, of course, we have 3 copies of Embercleave to really just push our creatures over the top, because giving a creature flying and haste and then also giving them +1/+1 and double strike and trample just seems fantastic. So that's going to do it for the deck tech or deck breakdown, and now we're going to go and hop right into our matches. Alrighty, Talara West Dropout, going to be our first vote for the day. Gotta say, I don't know what your name has anything to do with anything. I do like this hand though. We don't have a whole lot of lands, but hopefully we can get there. Also, I do apologize for the doggos barking. Hey, speaking of lands, there's some. That'll allow us at least to get to our Annex, which will allow us to have 3 creatures, given everything can survive, and, well, that's enough for an Embercleave, so. Gotta say, I'm pretty happy about that. We will go ahead and shock this in, because the Castle Vantress would come down tapped otherwise, since this isn't an island. So, yeah. We'll go 7 Dwarves, Annex, 7 Dwarves, I think. Ooh, and a Fabled Passage. That's good, too. So don't counter me here. Thank you kindly. Get in for the 2. Fabled Passage will probably get some more red mana, as we do end up playing more red than blue. Oh, well. I guess we could also just do this. Makes things easy. Although Fabled Passage would be better, wouldn't it? Because then you stop yourself from drawing them out in the future. I guess that would have been better. Well. So we can Spark Double on our Annex here if we really want to, or we can swing in with 2 and then Embercleave. I think it's smarter to Embercleave. I really do. So we're gonna swing all in. They're not gonna block. That's not a good idea, opponent. I'm just being honest with you. You're about to take 12, 14 damage to the face. I get you have a Healer's Hawk, but that's still a lot of health to be hemorrhaging, right? It's like we just hit a major artery. Dungeon Geist. Ooh, that's good for the Annex. It's good to shut it offline, rather. So what can we do? We can actually get down to 7 Dwarves plus move Embercleave to our other 7 Dwarves, right? That's not a bad little deal. That'll make that 7 Dwarves go up to a 4/4, which is enough to threaten their life. Which is pretty much all you really want to do in Magic, right? Alright, so we will swing in, and this will cause them to defend with... Well, they can defend with the Warden, but they'll be down to 1 health. So, I don't know if they'll want to do that. No, Talara West Dropout, just gonna concede. Well, that was fun. 7 Dwarves, Annex, Embercleave. You know, good times to be had for all. And by that, I mean good times to be had for me and not my opponents, which is the most important thing. So, on into a game 2. Chow, I think. Chow? I don't know. Gonna be our second foe for the day. Ooh, I like this. I like this a lot. Alright, so we'll be keeping this. I think we will lead with a mountain, and then we'll start, you know, running the Fabled Passages out. I don't like seeing 2 Fabled Passages, but everything else in the starter hand screams for me to keep it. So, how many cards do they have? 52? For some reason, it looks like they have more cards. I don't know. Call me crazy. But, yeah, go ahead, Fervent. Do your little dance. Get down tonight. We'll play Fabled Passage next turn. Don't Thought Erasure me, you son of a bitch. They're going to take my Dalakos if they're smart, or Colossus Hammer. One of those 2 is probably about to get taken. Man, doesn't that suck when you're like, oh, this hand is perfect. Oh, take the Krenko. I mean, that's fine. Don't get me wrong. I would have loved to get Krenko in on this action, okay? But if I can, I'm not gonna sweat it. I don't think we need to play that other mountain quite yet. I'd rather play it on turn 3 and get Dalakos down on curve, then play it this turn and get both of these two down. I think it's smarter to just go ahead and get the Fervent down, because the Colossus Hammer we're not going to be able to equip yet anyways. We'll get in 4 damage here, and we'll hope that they don't have another Thought Eraser or an Agonizing Remorse, you know, anything along those lines. Now they could, of course... Oh, Stonepool Serpent. Okay, well, I mean, yeah, that's an option as well. So we can go Dalakos here, and we can actually go ahead and get down the Colossus Hammer on our next turn and cast it as well. I think. We can't cast it to the Annex, which would be fantastic, but I think we can cast it to the Fervent, right? We can get that 11/11 first striker we were talking about. I wonder what artifact our opponent's going to go for here. Sorry, I couldn't think of my words there. Another Stonepool Serpent. Sure? Oh, Lava Coil. Oh. Well, that's pretty good, too. I'm not going to lie, you can throw that in the mix. It's pretty good. But I do think I want to... Let's see, let me make sure I've done my math correctly on this. We play this, cost 5, pay 2 for him, and pay 3 there. I believe this works. I believe. Alright, tap. Oh, okay. Well, let's just undo that real quick. We will Lava Coil you, is all. So we're not going to be able to equip this turn. That's okay. We'll get rid of the Karn. I can't do it in any way, shape, form, or fashion, right? It costs 3. Yeah, okay. So, you go there. You go to face. Alright. So I'll get rid of him. Then we can throw the Colossus Hammer. Tell you, some cards you don't see enough. There's another Stonepool Serpent. This one coming down for 4. I gotta say, I'm a big fan of them simply playing that. Now let us see. I don't know why it's only choosing to tap 2 mana. That doesn't make any sense to me. This reduces it by 3. This we can tap. Yeah, okay, that's a bit more sound. Alright, so we'll auto-pay there. There's our 11/11. We'll go ahead and swing in, because even if they block the 1/1, that's 12 damage to the face. And if they don't block the 1/1, or the 2/1, whatever it is, then, yeah, they're down to 1 health. So that's pretty good. Pretty good. We just have to sneeze on them. We can win. Maybe playing something like a shock. Well, I don't know if the deck has room for shock. Of course, I am playing Spark Double, and I've already said that that's sort of my flavoring, so I don't see why you couldn't. I don't see why you really couldn't. They're trying to figure out how to get rid of this Fervent or to get rid of that Dalakos. They're like, fuck, something's got to go here, because that's too big. What are you re-examining? You got 2 mana. Hit me with your best shot. Or are they trying to make sure I don't throw down another Fervent and just win off that? Because another Fervent, anything with haste really wins me the game. Actually, yeah, I can Spark Double this Fervent. That wins me the game, right? Oh, I was like, what's going on here? So yeah, Spark Double on the Fervent, and then we just go all in. I think this works. Our opponent could have something that stops this, but we'll see. They could have some removal. They could have some bounce. A little bouncy bounce. They do. They have Tyrant Scorn. Well, that is terrible for us. Absolutely terrible. So they should block the 3/2 with the 4/4. Well, they may block the 2/4. Yeah. Yeah, I know. That's the thing. Same thing I was looking at. So they are going to leave us our Dalakos. That's crazy, actually. We're so close. We're so very close. Can I get down? I can play an Annex for... I can get down an Annex and then put a Colossus Hammer, but I can't do it now that they have a Karn. Fuck. Chow. Gonna bring us to our knees. I think I got too antsy with this. I think I played it a bit too fast. You know what I mean? So what, are they taking out my Colossus Hammer? They should. More than likely they will. Bum 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 bum. Well, maybe. Maybe. So again, if we can get anything with haste, we should be fine. I should have known they had something. 2 mana and they're playing control. Come on, Chance. Come on. Played right into that one, huh? Although they did only have, what, 2 cards in hand? 3 cards? I don't know. I honestly don't know. Alright, so Anax, come on down to the party. You big burly beast, you. This plus this isn't going to do anything. Actually, we can't do anything with Karn, so we'll have to just wait and hope that they don't get anything else down or any bit of removal. If they don't, we'll see a surrender here more than likely. We'll see though, because Karn can pull anything that they have in their sideboard, and I'm sure they have something in their sideboard that would allow them to extend this game a little bit. Oh, Golos. Glacius. Alright, so again, any creature with haste, an Embercleave would be nice. A lot of things, really. A lot of things. Oh look, they gained a health. Oh, and I just keep on drawing the lands. Man, oh man, oh man. Seven Dwarves. Well, I mean, I do want to keep it, but at the same time, I have this fear that we're just going to keep drawing slower than our opponent. Technically, it can win, but theoretically, it's a dunce. Alright, whatever. Oh, man. Control decks, so fun to play so early. This is like when you have something on the tip of your tongue and you're like, what is that? What was that thing? It's like so close and you just can't ever quite get there and you actually end up forgetting it completely. That's what this feels like. You're like, no, wait, my grasp, it's slowly slipping away. Alright, well, give me the 7 dwarf. I guess we'll match them on creatures. Yeah. Yuck. Can I have an Embercleave, por favor? I guess I should have bottomed the 7 dwarf and just go hard digging for an Embercleave, huh? Have we gotten rid of any? No? Just a Krenko. Yeah, realistically, Embercleave slash, what's it called, might have been our best option to go for there. Of course, they had the Scuttlemutt. I don't know. I honestly don't know. But they're getting to the point where they have too many creatures, you know, for us to like overpower them that way. So yeah, I think our Embercleave would be the best way. It gives our creatures flying, which is gonna be the key. Granted, they have a Stone Cold Serpent. Embercleave on an Anax would allow us to get through it. So, you know, there's that bonus, I suppose. A Krenko. Well, oh well. Looky here, ladies and gentlemen. We still can't swing in. We still can't swing in. I would like one Embercleave, please. Before my opponent can completely come back. With this weird Dimir artifact deck. Oh, they got the right Tyrant scoring at the right time. Because aside from that, they don't seem to have much else removal, you know? Alright, so put a +1/+1 counter. They do have the Shambling Suits over there, which are getting rather scary. Rather scary.
Some solutions must be built.
Alright, back to my turn. Embercleave. We're basically just digging. We're just digging for Embercleave. How many creatures do they have? They have 5. We can only attack with 4. I will take you down, Chow, if it's the last thing I do. Mwahaha. If nothing else, at least they're not playing classic Dimir, Control, Ritual, Soot, like all that annoying stuff, right? Ooh. I think that might be a GG. I think we've let the game run for a little bit too long. Just a little. Just teensy-weensy a little bit. Alright, so our opponent's finally making a move. They're finally swinging in. I'm going to say no blocks. I'm okay with you boinking me in the face, at least for one single turn. They left the 6/6 back, which is kind of good for us, because again, if we can get an Embercleave on our Anax, it's lethal. It's just a matter of getting there. Lava Coil, that's not getting there. They have 5 creatures. Right. Oh, don't click the wrong one, Chance. Resolve that. Then they have 4, and I have 5. Does that work? Does that actually work? No way. No way we just win off of numbers, right? We're gonna try, because obviously the Krenko gets boosted to 2, so everything has the amount of damage we need. It's just a matter of if they can pull something out of their ass or not. Block, 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 block. Do they get it? Do they have it with the Mystic Forge? This is pretty much our all-in, right? Because we're going downhill anyways. If we're gonna do it, this is it. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. And I was questioning keeping that red dwarf. The Seven Dwarf, whatever. Anyways, game 2 going to be picked up by us. I'm not going to lie. I think we could have picked it up much, much sooner had I not played so willy-nilly in the beginning, right? Not just like seen it and went for it. Because we were off by 1 damage. 1 single damage for so long in that game. Anyways, on to a game 3. Alrighty, game 3 up against Teferi. Up against Teferi, the one and the only. I am going to keep this. I hope we get a Dalakos. This looks like a fun and spicy hand to have with Dalakos. I might actually shock this in. If we can get the Shadowspear on the Seven Dwarf, right, it'll pay for itself with the lifelink. So I think if I go ahead and get it down and say we don't draw into a land, well, we did, but it is a tap land. Then we don't have this, like, oh, I guess I'll throw down Mirror Shield as well. We can actually equip the Shadowspear to the Seven Dwarf and, you know, start doing the heal skis. I do like seeing a Fervent Champion. I'm not gonna lie. I do like a Fervent every once in a while. So we're just gonna equip this right here and get in for the 3. So yeah, we ended up healing back everything we lost. Treacherous Blessing. Our opponent's going to be drawing 3 cards. However, they are going to be losing 1 life every time they cast a spell, so that's good for us. Do I go for the Krenko? Do I just slam the Krenko? I think so. I'm trying to get a Mirror Shield on him if given time. And this sort of puts a split on our opponent, right? Do they want to kill the Seven Dwarf, which is a 3/3, you know, Shadow Speared creature that keeps dealing damage and healing me? Or do they want to kill the little 1/2 Krenko that has the potential for higher and greater things? Or are they just going to Ritual Sit and kill them both? Because that's certainly an option. In which case, we would probably play Fervent plus a Mirror Shield, right? Final Payment. What did they sacrifice? What happened there? Oh, they sacrificed Treacherous Blessing. And then Mire's Grasp. Okay, so they ended up getting rid of everything. We do have 2 Fervorants, though. So that's going to be a bit troublesome for our foe. Awesome for us. Terrible for them. That's right, buddy. We're coming back at you with 5 more damage. What do you do? What do you do? Alrighty. Can't get too cocky, though. They can always pull this back around. They are getting to the mana range where they can certainly start dealing with things. I do like the fact that we have Anax held back. I think that is A to the OK for me. Oh, they're playing Abzan enchantments. I don't know how I didn't notice that with the Season of Growth and the Mire's Grasp, but the Hateful Eidolon is certainly a telltale sign. That's okay, I guess. It's whatever. Alright, so we can still Lava Coil their Hateful Eidolon, given it doesn't get too big here. Which they only have 2 mana. Surely Surely. Okay, fantastic. So yeah, we can Lava Coil their Hateful Eidolon, and we get a land, so we can Lava Coil plus Mirror Shield actually if we wanna, which I think is gonna be the case, because considering how many Myra's Grasp they keep throwing at me, throwing up upon me. All right, so equip and swing in, and they're down to 5. Now, Anax isn't going to be able to immediately attack, but if we could get a Dalakos into an Anax, that would be something. That'd be something special for me. They are down to 5 health. This feels a little bit like the last game, though, where they're certainly so low, and I'm like, ooh, we're close. But they have enough mana to where if they play the right cards, they can certainly come back on us. There's the Dalakos. Ooh. One more turn and we can get that Anax down and use Dalakos to help equip everything, and then just boom, boom, bam, right? Neither one of these can be equipped for 1, otherwise we could give it to our Dalakos, and it could have flying and haste, which wouldn't be lethal, but it would be fantastic, and that's the most important part. Rampage of the Clans, oh no! Well, that was certainly unexpected. You don't see that card very often. But, I mean, we got a bunch of 3/3s down. I suppose it's something. Chimeric Calls the Dead. Alright, sure. Get rid of all that glitters and all that good stuff. Perfectly fine by me, as long as you're not playing it on your creatures. Transcendent Envoy? Okay. So we really just need... I think I'd rather have the Anax down now. Don't worry about the Seven Dwarf later. But Anax has the potential to just wreck shit. I don't want to swing in with my creatures yet, because if we get an Embercleave, it will greatly affect the cost of it, given the amount of creatures we have. There we go. Sorry, I'm trying to think about other ways we can do this. I think another what's it called would be good too. A Shadowspear gives them trample. So putting that on our Anax, we give it flying, trample. Not quite enough to finish our foe, but certainly close. Oh, and they're swinging in with their flyer? Oh, please. Please, give me something. Oh, well. You better bite your tongue, Chance. Please, give me something. I don't want a Lava Coil. I'm all in at this point. If you're not giving me my lethal route, I don't want it. Okay? It's not important. We can't just overpower them. And that's the thing I dislike the most. Alright. And now they're gaining life. You son of a bitch. Well, this is certainly not Fantastic Force. Them scrying 2 to the bottom does make me feel a lot better, though. I'm not gonna lie. I was a little anxious, but they just scryed 2 away, so. Alright, give me what I need, please, por favor. Embercleave. Well, not exactly what I need. Will it do, though? Well, they have 5 blockers and I have 5 attackers, so no. No, it won't. Well, here's the thing. If we swing all out, basically what's going to happen is our Dalakos is going to live. And that's it. And I don't like that, actually. I'd rather keep everything. Oh! They just conceded. I mean, they were at 7 health. We're at 27. It was a bit of a... But, like, come on. Like, you could have came back. Granted, I could have hit a fucking Embercleave at any point and just demolished them. Anyways, that is going to do it for our games today. I hope you all enjoyed this Dalakos Anax... what was the other one? Krenko combo. Crinkle cut. Anyways. Thanks everybody for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to leave a like down below, comment, all that good stuff. And as always, I'll see y'all either later tonight or tomorrow. Peace.